me, and seriously, I am not trying to, blow smoke up your butt there. That's good. And if this is an example of what you do, then you guys should be a success.
Well, you definitely want to get on board and check them out online because they do a lot of other stuff. I listened to several of their tracks before I said, we got to have these guys on the show. And you did an album called Fortunate Son, which was, as I understand it, an interpretation of classic rock anthems interpreted as you would interpret them. And I can hear from the track we just played, I can hear from that where they got the feeling of you being the Finnish E Street Band. That sound comes through. I did not catch the country edge as much as John did until he mentioned it, but I did catch the similarities to the E Street Band. And congratulations to you, not only to be able to capture that feeling, but to do it without sacrificing your own feeling. You are still Willie and the Goodsouls. So, you're not an E Street cover band by any stretch of the imagination. I salute you for that. Now, we don't have a lot of time to go into all the things I would like to ask you, but tell us how you came up. Now, I know you've been dabbling with music since you were, 8 years old. How did you come up with the idea for the sound of Willie and the Goodsouls?
To be honest, the whole thing started from my mother getting cancer and getting 6 months to live, and I wanted to do something for her, and I made a record, and it was the first record that I sang myself, The Fortunate Son. And that's how it started. Then friends came and we want to do this live and we want to take your record out and so on. So that's the start.
I'm sorry for the situation with your mother. It's something that has personally touched in my life and in many lives. So I can sympathize with you on that. And your producer, whom John credited very highly and appropriately, apparently liked what you were doing because he called you back for a second album.
Yeah, and a third one.
Well, I can't wait for that.
We've been growing without expectation, because how it started was me just doing songs, and then we're on a tour in Europe and so on. So it's like a surprise for me too.
Well, it's obvious that you're doing what you want to do the way you want to do it, and it's working. And I credit your producer for not wanting to tinker it. So many times, record companies and producers they all get this bug of, well, we should tweak it here and we should do this there, and they seem to be reluctant to let something stand on its own. And I salute your producer for letting you be Willie and the Goodsouls, because you've got a winning sound there. And I do hope that one day soon you'll be able to bring it over to the States, because I think it would be a smash over here too.
You're right. You're right about the producer, and also right about how great it would be to be there. We just played on Saturday, and well, it's always fun. Yeah, it's what I love and what we love. So yeah.
That comes through, as we've said so many times with so many artists that we've had on the show here, that your love of what you're doing will always show through on what you're doing. And it shows through in your music that you're not just up there trying to make music. You're up there giving of yourself, your soul, and your own feelings. And that's what makes it real. I want to take just a second before we let you go to familiarize yourself with the David Bowers Awards. We have one motto here, and that is self-promotion is highly encouraged. So don't ever hesitate to do that. We do look forward to you coming back in the future. And once you are on the show, you're part of our family. So don't be afraid to keep in touch. We want to hear from you. I have a page on Facebook among many social media pages. I have a page on Facebook Music. It's a music groups page, and that is open for you to post your new music what you're doing, touring, whatever you're doing that you want to share with your followers, feel free to post it there, and we'll post it around to our other social media sites.
Thank you.
You're
lovely.
welcome.
Yeah.
And I do mean it. Please do keep in touch with us because we want to hear more from Willie and the Goodsouls. And we're going to hear more right now, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to bring them on for one final track. We've got about 30 seconds, Willie. In that period, can you tell us where you come up with Worlds and Ya-Ya's?
It was like a Rolling Stones, like a quotation, the Ya-Ya's part.
Right.
And Worlds was, well, the time I wrote that song, there was many things going on in my life. Let's say that.
Okay. I did catch the Rolling Stones connection there, and I just wondered how you tied it in. Right now, we're going to let everybody listen to it. Thank you so much, Willie. All the best to you and all the band, and we hope to hear more from you in the future. Ladies and gentlemen, Willie and the Goodsouls, all the way from Finland. This is Worlds and Ya-Ya's.
I did a favor for me, a favor for my human being, has given life to songs, became one. I did a favor for symphonies, a favor for my love of mystery.
And there you have it. Willie and the Goodsouls, all the way from Finland. And we thank them so very much. We thank also our other guests, the Reverent Cavaliers, and a big shout-out to Bren in Phoenix for having turned us on to the Reverent Cavaliers a couple of years ago. I forget how long it was, but we thank her so much for that. John Bon Jovial, I think we had an excellent show with some really great music today, and, of course, some great guests.
Oh, the music was just absolutely phenomenal, from, all the way from Dream Aria to Willie, and also, you're talking about Rick that came in and was with us with the Reverent Cavaliers. I think musically it was really diverse today. We had some great conversation, but I'm especially taken with Willie and the Goodsouls and their song "Future." That surprised me. That really surprised me.
It just reaches out and pulls you into the aura of the song. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Excellent tune. Yes. And really glad that we were able to have them on the show. It's always great to be able to bring new artists, or at least new to us, onto the show, especially when we can find them from around the world, not just here stateside and Canada. And we look forward to many more in the future. We also look forward to having you back here with us again on our way out the door. Be sure and stay tuned if you're listening to us on Rochester Free Radio. Stay tuned for Steve Litvak's Rock and Roll Rumble Show, followed by Armand Spins with Armand Schaubrook. John Bon Jovial, I think now it is time for you to take us home.
Time to hit the long and dusty trail. That's right. Thank you, David. Hey, folks, you did it again. We really appreciate the fact that you have taken an hour of your life and spent it with us, and we are truly, truly appreciative for that, because we know what that is worth. The David Bowers Awards, that's us, and we are broadcast around the world from the studios of Computer Help USA in Naples, Florida, and of course from the Valley of the Sun in Tempe, Arizona, and we are available for free on most of the major streaming services, including now the new podchaser.com/The David Bowers. Be sure to follow the David Bowers Awards on Blog Talk Radio, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Facebook, and all those other silly social media platforms. And join us next week for the David Bowers Awards, Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern on WRFZ FM 106.3. That's in Rochester, New York, otherwise known as Rochester Free Radio, and Blog Talk Radio, Sunday at 2 p.m., 11 a.m. Pacific, and 6 p.m. UTC. So until next week, for the David Bowers and all the other crew of idiots here at the Radio Ranchero, I am yours truly, the lovably legendary John Bon Jovial, saying don't take the mask off yet as much as you want to, and we'll see you next week right here on the David Bowers Awards.